Tonight on Sportsnet, we get our first look at the Ontario Hockey League. Oshawa Generals coach George Burnett has to be thrilled with his team so far, as they're off to just a great start. And leading the way, New Jersey Devil prospect Brandon Nolan, who's dazzled the league and put up some big numbers. But now the Generals face a big challenge. Power forward Ben Eager and surefire NHL first-rounder Nathan Horton are both out of the lineup. Their opposition tonight, the Brampton Battalion, are led by veteran coach Stan Butler, who's had great success on the world stage. Captain Jay McClement, whose future lies in St. Louis, is a strong presence up the middle. And the leading scorer, the always exciting Kamel Krebs. So it's an OHL Eastern Conference matchup, Oshawa versus Brampton, and it's coming up next.
The Canadian Hockey League on Sportsnet.
We are live from the Brampton Sports and Entertainment Center, better known as the Bunker. And the Brampton Battalion have been represented very well on the world stage, as that sign suggests. Hi, everybody. Mike Toth along with John Bruce. We are wearing the Sportsnet colors again this year. And, John, I'm very happy that the Oshawa Generals aren't taking on Shawinigan from the Quebec League, because over the last couple of years on national TV, they didn't have any success against Shawinigan. They should have more success tonight.
Well, they absolutely should have some success. This Oshawa Generals team coming in here is a terrific team. They have really turned things around. Last year, they only had 23 wins. This year, they're off to a terrific start. George Burnett, in his third year behind the bench, has done a great job. These guys are right on track.
Although we should mention they've lost their last two games, and one of the big reasons for that, the absence of two very important players.
They are missing two key players out of their lineup. Ben Eager is a first-round draft pick of the Phoenix Coyotes, and he's sorely going to be missed for the next few games. He's already served 2 games of a 5-game suspension for what we saw just there. And Nathan Horton, the other big gun for this team, he's a future first-round draft pick. He's out with a broken jaw. He should see action in about 3 more weeks, so he's sorely missed out of this team.
There's no question these guys and their numbers are going to be sorely missed by this hockey club, no doubt about that. Now, when you look at the Brampton Battalion, John, there's no question about it. This season has been a real roller coaster ride for them, hasn't it?
It really has been a roller coaster ride. They had a terrific start to their season. They won their first 5 games out of their 6. With the last 11 games, they've only won 2, although I have to tell you, they played very well the last couple of games. They've been playing very strong. They're getting back on track.
Speaking of very strong, here's a very strong young man who does a great job along the boards.
Well, Adam Henrik, when he's in the lineup, this team is very successful. He's got played 12 games. He has 8 goals. And he is the key guy for this team when he's in the lineup.
Well, we're going to have lots of fun watching Adam Henrik and his power going up against the speed of this man right here, Brandon Nolan. And it's all coming up on Rogers Sportsnet. We've got the Generals and the Battalion. Stay tuned. A national television audience comes to the Bunker in Brampton, Ontario for this game tonight between the Brampton Battalion and the Oshawa Generals. Time now for our starting goaltenders, brought to you by Tim Hortons. Wholesome, delicious. You never dreamed lunch could taste so good, and a very good goaltender gets the call for the Oshawa Generals tonight. Chris Beckford-Sue, great record of 7-2 with a sizzling 2.89 goals against average. And down at the other end for the Brampton Battalion, a 7th-round pick of the New York Islanders. He is 1 win away from setting a franchise record for victories all time. Number 35, Brad Topping. Your referee for tonight's game will be Mike Pierce, and he'll be ably assisted on the lines by Ken Cox and Dave Cozio. And John, it's very interesting right off the get-go for me to see that the Brampton Battalion starting what many people consider to be their 4th line. It is their 4th line, their young line, but they've been playing so well that Coach Stan Butler gives them the starting assignment right off the get-go.
Well, he has a lot of confidence in all his lines, and you're going to see that he's going to play all 4 lines most of tonight's game.
Brampton Battalion in their military fatigue-style green uniforms, and the Oshawa Generals in their very familiar red, white, and blue uniforms to get things going. And there's a shot right away, and Topping makes a good stop right off the get-go.
And he's going to walk the walk that everybody else talks by getting all his players on the ice and get them drafted.
2-on-1, here comes Johnson, head up, tried to get it across for Berkey, but a great job by the veteran defenseman Grant Buckley, the former Mississauga Ice Dog. Shot in the point, puck is loose, they score! It came loose for Chris Hewlett, and he knows what to do with it, and it's 1-0 for the Generals.
Well, Oshawa came out in this game. In the first 3.5 minutes, they played they've come out strong and they put all kinds of pressure on Brampton's team. And it was just a simple play of getting the puck in and getting to the net. But Chris Hewlett, the young rookie on this team, they battle in the corner. Brampton does not get it out of the zone. There's nobody on the point, and just a nice wrist shot. But the key is getting the guys to the net and picking up the rebounds. Chris Hewlett, nice patience there, sees a loose puck and finally gets it into the empty net.
And for Hewlett. Time ticking down the power play, 10 seconds. Buckley has the puck. Trying to move to the middle, he does. Now he unloads, they score! The screen was set up in front, but Buckley walking that puck to the middle, and he fired a bullet.
What Brampton does well is they get their big players out in front of the net. Buckley will get the puck along the blue line and just pull it to the middle. Nice lateral movement. Henrik out front. Looks like he gets his stick onto the puck there to get the first goal, but Buckley moves across nicely. Henrik creating all kinds of havoc in front of the net. The game's tied at 1.
Adam Henrik battling for the puck behind the net. Volsky has it to Henrik. Look at the hands from the big man. They score! Landon at the side of the net. And Adam Henrik creating some havoc at the side of the cage. Puck came loose. And it's 2-1 for the Battalion.
Well, Adam Henrik is such a deadly player when he has control of the puck. And he's so big, he's hard to get off the puck. Right here, he should have been knocked off the puck. But with his reach, he gets it from behind the net and pulls it out front. And Olahan, Johnson doesn't stay with him. He's watching the puck. He's just standing still, loses his man. Olahan gets a step on him, and Henrik just slides it across the crease. All of a sudden, it's a 2-1 game for the Battalion.
And now playing the NHL, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Landon twisting away from a check. Henrik in front. There's a shot. Oh, Beckford Sue came across. Enormous save. And that's the athletic ability of Beckford Sue. Well, he is a Mike Palmateer style goaltender if you want to go back that far.
We've one guy up. They always have a third guy back to cover. They don't want to give Brampton too much room breaking out of their own zone.
There's Henrik with a shot, and again Beckford Sue came across. He's got that play perfected.
Beckford Sue is showing such tremendous athletic ability getting across the crease. The agility that he's showing is so fun to watch a goalie, but Brampton comes down the ice, they get the puck, and move side to side so well, but the athletic ability, just doing the splits. That's twice now in the first period that he's had to come across and make key saves in this game.
And now he's come back again this year, and he's part of a good 1-2 punch-in goal along with Kevin Bruce, a couple of young 18-year-old goaltenders. Here's Volsky with a shot. They scored! Wouldn't you know it? I put the kiss of death on Beckford Sue, but actually that's been his problem this year. Inconsistency, John. We talked to George Burnett about that before the game. He makes a couple of enormous saves, and then that one should not have gone.
Well, Wojtek Volsky is just Johnny on the spot right here. Brampton makes a nice play entering the zone, but it's a soft goal by Beckford Sue. He comes across and almost overplays it. He's had to do the splits twice and make big saves, but this one here, he comes across and a little hesitant. The puck goes between his legs, and all of a sudden Brampton's up by 2 goals, and Wojtek Volsky gets a goal for his team and puts them 2 goals ahead.
Aquino. Anthony Aquino. Johnson in tight for Nolan. They score! And that was pretty to watch. Tic-tac-toe.
Well, Brandon Nolan, we just talked about it. That's a 6th power play goal that he has this year. Movement along the outside of the perimeter. Aquino and Johnson move the puck so well. But if you notice, Rangers the only defenseman back, and Nolan's up off to the side of the net. He's the defenseman on this power play. So they've overloaded down low against this team, and Johnson just pinpoint pass through the seam, and Topping just can't get across in time.
What Stan Butler is doing. Here comes Henrik, very deceptive for a big man. It's a 4-on-1 situation in front, they score! Scott Rosendale, and that was a bad change for the Oshawa Generals late in the period, and George Burnett shaking his head. He's not a happy man.
Last minute of play, it's key that you get the puck in deep when you're at the offensive blue line. They didn't do that. Brampton Battalion turned the puck over just inside their bench, and Henrik clears the zone. All of a sudden, it's a 2-on-1, and again, another cross-ice pass, but this time Rosendahl, who's been very, very hot as of late, his 4th goal in his last as many games, He has been terrific. Adam Henrik creates the opportunity by creating a turnover in his own zone.
Welcome back to Brampton, everybody. We have a goaltending change for the Oshawa Generals. Kevin Druce is into the cage, replacing Chris Beckford soon. It's kind of exciting now, John, because you get to see your son play goal.
Couple of Druces in the building.
That's not your son?
No, I don't think so.
I should do my research a little bit better. That is not a man who wanted that game to go the way it did. Chris Beckford Sue. He made some sensational stops in that first period, but let's be honest, there were a few goals in that period that shouldn't have gone, and nobody knows that better than Chris. Stan Butler, the head coach of the Brampton Battalion, is telling us Brad Topping has to be better for his team to be successful. Big hit in the neutral zone by one of the biggest hitters in the Ontario Hockey League, Mike Selland, as he stepped up and really roughed up Rosendale. Back the other way. There's a shot by Aquino. Aquino didn't see a lot of ice. What a hit, and Rosendale getting checked out on the bench. Selland really stepped up.
Mike Selland is known for his open ice hits. He's been voted last year as one of the best hitters in the league. Right in the center of the screen, Rosendale's got his head turned back, looking for the pass coming from Luby, and at the last second, Selland just steps up. Rosendale, a big, tough customer. You'll see him back on the ice, but that'll really shake you up.
Up in Germany next week, and that's the first action of Michael Henrik is going to see this year, and then he'll go back to Hamilton and play with the Bulldogs. Oh, there's another big hit. O'Lannon got roughed up, and he's slow to go to the bench. So the young Jamie Fraser, he's got a hockey pedigree. His uncle is Kerry Fraser, the veteran NHL referee, who wears number 15 for the battalion. Here's Van Bellegouy with a shot, and Topping. It was a soft shot, and he gloves it, and he holds on. Just on the boards. And Bellegouy can't hold it in. Here comes McClement moving in for the kill. Takes the shot. Big save by Druce. That was a tricky play by McClement as he...
It's a nice opportunity off it. Drives hard wide. Kevin Druce comes up big. Just stays square. Doesn't make the first move. This Oshawa team, they have the ability to move the puck around, but there you go.
Here comes Krebs. Short-handed break. Moving in. He lost control of the puck. Tired. This is their third game in 4 nights. I talked to George Burnett about that, the coach of the Generals, and he says, Mike, we're used to playing 3 and 4. That's what we do in the OHL. There's a shot deflection in front. They score! And it's a power play goal. Rosendale in front. And it's 5-2. Brampton now 3 for 5 with a man advantage. It's absolutely killing the Oshawa Generals.
Well, Oshawa, like you said, you're concerned about their jump, and I think that it is a factor 3 and 4 nights. The guy's too much time. Rosendale gets in front of the net and gets too much room. He creates the room, but McClement gets the puck. He has his head up. Rosendale not getting anybody pushing or breathing down his back, so he has all kinds of time to redirect it behind the net, in behind Druce.
Young Brent Burns, number 11, out there with this young fourth line that we'll call them again. And now Oshawa will get an opportunity to go on the power play as the battalion touch the puck. And now we're going to have a fight. And Tyler Harrison better be careful because he's tied up with Mike Selland. And Harrison, the big guy, was going down, lost his balance. And Mike Selland, that's a nice thing that Mike did because Harrison had lost his footing. And Selland really could have taken liberties with him, but he backed off a little bit. Hewlett spins away from the check. Now McClement has it for the battalion. Here's it to the line and out. Here's Rosendale. He's got Volsky open. Breakaway. Volsky moving in. Takes a shot. He scores!
Well, everybody's committed, and the young Volsky's right into the program here, but Scott Rosendale, the guy has 2 goals in this game and has been red hot as of lately. This is a key play. He sacrifices. He'll dive to get the pass over to Volsky on the way in, and that's what creates this opportunity for the youngster. Makes no mistake, but this here, Rosendale, you can just see the second effort that he's putting in. And there goes Volsky all alone. A perfect pass off a diving chip shot from Rosendale. And Volsky, second goal of the game. Very good. They need him to be the solid goaltender back there. And consistency is a big part of it.
Well, he's done the job tonight. Here's Rowan, rolling those wrists. What a shot by Rowan! And Druce had no chance. A little bonus goal for the veteran Chris Rowan. Oh, what a shot that was, John.
Well, Chris Rowan, Stan Butler says this guy has so much talent. If he only knew how to focus it, he could be an NHL player. But Krebs again doing his magic. A nice backhand pass. Rowan getting the puck up over the glove of Drews. But Krebs here, he's always got his head up. He always sees the ice and just sees Rowan coming in late. Nobody back checking on Rowan. Rowan available to get the shot away.
5 seconds to go, and that's going to do it in Brampton tonight. The Battalion having a very effective homestand, picking up 5 of a possible 6 points. And the fans excited about the fact that Brad Topping, now the franchise leader in career wins, as he notches number 39 for Stan Butler and company. The Butler did it, as did all of the Battalion tonight.
They did a terrific job. Everybody showed up and their depth pulled through tonight's game.
The Oshawa Generals going home, a tired and beaten hockey club. 7-2 in the final tonight. George Burnett will search for answers. The play of the game is brought to you by Acklands Granger, Canada's leading distributor of industrial fleet and safety supplies. Acklands Granger, more of what's important to you. And what a great play by Scott Rosendale to get it over to Wojtek Wolski. Second effort paying off, one of 2 goals that Wolski scored on the night. And Rosendale also had himself a big evening. In fact, Scott Rosendale, the first star with 2 goals and a helper. Adam Henrik with 3 assists. And Wojtek Wolski, you saw his goal, one of the 2 he got, along with the 1 assist. Those are your 3 stars. Now, our next game is coming up on Wednesday, November 13th. It's the first game of the Hershey Cup Series, featuring the best from the Western Hockey League East and the best from the Laval Conference of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Our next OHL game on a regional basis coming up 1 week from tonight. It's Kingston and Guelph, and you can see that game at 8 o'clock Eastern in the Ontario region only. Don't forget, coming up next, we've got Sportsnet News. Peter Labardius and RJ Broadhead standing by. Here tonight from Brampton, the Battalion beating the Generals 7-2. So long, everybody.